There we go. There's that. All right, let me make sure this is good. Perfect. All right, everyone. How we doing? Welcome to Tuesday here at Ducktown Tavern in the office where you get the news straight up and the summer is down your throat. All right. First off, thank you everyone that came out on Saturday to the pumpkin carving. Successful day. Good donations we raised for the SPCA. I'll get them to you next week. After we do the pumpkin weighing for Guess the Weight, which is still going on here at the bar. Let's see here. All right, let's go some events. Oof. Let's see. November 7th, Atlantic City Tattoo Expo at the Hard Rock Casino. You got a beef and beer Friday, November 7th for the Ventnor PBA, Local 97 at Ventnor Social. What else? That's it. And also, too, hold on a second. F-U-E. Oh, give me a second here. All right. So that we got there. And there we go. All right. First and foremost, let's talk about next week. Primarily in... Oh. All right. Hold on one second. Just repeating what's been said. About 3 hours ago, I'm repeating the post from the actual restaurant. This is news and shocking. Unfortunately, our time in Atlantic City has come to an end. We thank everybody for all the amazing support we've had over the past 11 and a half years. Our amazing team, our customers, our friends, and our family. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, Wingcraft has shut down after 11 and a half years. It's kind of very, very disheartening. I could spend about 3 hours why, but what I can say is it's very, very important to support your small local businesses. I know they use great food products. Obviously, we can't control the flavor of beer and liquor. My Miller Lite's no different than Robert's Miller Lite, and our Kettle Club is no different than Irish Pub's Kettle Club, and so on and so forth. It's a shame. Just goes to show the foot traffic in Atlantic City, especially in that shopping district, has dropped off significantly, because I know Nick was there every day, minimal 6 days a week. I mean, gotta get 1 day off. We've been side by side in the business at my father's place for many, many years, and he's ventured off on his own. And it's a shame that a local spot, I mean, they are local, a local spot called it quits. Keep that in mind next week when you think about Party Marty being the mayor. What foot track has he brought to keep these places open? Shit. Yeah, that sucks. All right. Oh, that's what it was. And then also, too, let's not forget Friday, November 7th, our another local is fighting in the ring at Tropicana. The after party is at Vagabond. So you figure about 11 o'clock till whenever is the after party. But fight starts at 7. Got a few matches in between. And Justin, we all hope, knocks him out. So if you haven't got any tickets, reach out to Justin on his Facebook. I'm sure he has them. I know he sent out a mass text. I am guilty. I do have to call him up and get some tickets myself. But, hey, listen, support local, everybody. Young man here, lifeguard, boxing champ, support him. Support your locals, very important. All right, talk about support. Now, let's talk about next Tuesday, Election Day. Column A. This is, again, I do have other friends running in other districts and positions. This particular segment is right there. Column A, Naeem and his team, 4, 5, 6. If we get 4, 5, 6 as the winners on Tuesday, the good guys gain control of the school board. And do you know what that means? Certain people are not going to get paid and go to work, or get paid and stay home and collect on the tax person's back. Ladies and gentlemen, I repeat, 4, 5, and 6. If this circus of an event with the Smallses and Daises continues, what I can tell you is if you go 4, 5, and 6, accountability will be numero uno. Okay? Being fair, numero uno. Children's safety and future, numero uno. Number 111. Okay? We don't have that now. Your board has selfish idiots. Leave it at that. We need to get right here 4, 5, and 6. I think it's on the back of the ballot if you came to your house. Now, column A, very important. Okay, very, very important that we get Naeem in office, because you're going to have Atlantic City's very first business-minded, with a phenomenal business track record representative who's going to understand why do we need $500 million to operate a 10-mile square city to where the county does it at half the price, which let's see here. Let's see here. How many SQUS square miles is Atlantic COUNTY? Atlantic County. All right, here's some things. Atlantic County, southern part of the state, 2020 census. As of 2020, 15% drop. Oh, no, hold on. In 2024, an increase of 4%. Where the hell's the friggin'? Let's see here. We want that. Total 671 square miles is the county, ladies and gentlemen. 671. Okay? We are 10 square miles at double the cost. How? I'll tell you how. Inflated salaries, definitely on the school board. Your suit and ties. That's a big hit. Now, police and fire, we get all the traffic in the world. I get it. So, listen, I'm not going to jump in front of a bullet. If you're not doing it, you're not doing it. I'm not jumping into a burning building. If you're not doing it, you ain't doing it. Put that aside. But a lot of inflated favors, mainly in the school side. Maybe in public works. But, you know, do we need 15 people to do something, or can we have 5 people do it? That's what needs to be answered here, okay? That what needs to be answered. We need to rethink deployment is the correct word. All right? So think about that next week, okay? Now, let's talk about some stuff today. Well, first off, let's congratulate Officer Matthew Schmidt, who dove into cold waters to save an abandoned dog over in Venice Park. So, Matthew, I'm sure the family thanks you, dog lovers thank you, and anybody else to go do that. So, thank you, Matthew. News. Let's talk about Zia. Mohammed Zia is in 3 different videos. And Mohammed Zia is the same Fifth Ward guy that got pinched for not living in Atlantic City, who has that crumb bum store 16 or 1500 block of Atlantic City, where he tries to fight everybody. We posted up a couple videos today. And is this a guy a mayor should have behind him? So we call him, instead of Triple H like WWF, we call him the Triple M. Okay, Marty's Muslim Muscle. About 15 pounds wet out of the shower. I don't get why people fear him. I mean, I don't get it. But this is the kind of person that's on that team. You haven't heard any physical or major verbal negativity out of Naeem's side. This dude here represents Marty. I mean, like, hardcore. I don't even, like, sometimes you just see his feet dangling on his rear end. He's so far up there next to Dorsey. It's crazy. Like a 8-legged horse. 6-legged horse. So, yeah, you got that. We have that going for us. And, like, the yelling. Hold on a minute. Like, did you hear this guy yell? Oh, what? Listen to this. Just listen to this cat. This is what we have. Right? Listen to this. Ready? Listen to this. That's it. That's it.
The cops are on their way.
That dude sounded like the flock of guys in that Mark Wahlberg movie, Lone Survivor. Zia's voice alone sounded like that whole group of Taliban guys that were storming to find the 4 American dudes over there in that movie. That's one guy. Woo! Hate to see him at the dinner table all pissed off. What else we got? AC News. Oh, another one. Where's it at? Oh, here it is. So, last week, am I going to have it on here? Come on, man. So, last week, got it right here. So, Reverend Daze's church did a Souls to the Polls on October 26th. Okay, Second Baptist Church, that's his, to take people, calling on community members, churches, fraternities, sororities, civic associations, community social groups, jitney transportation provided from Second Baptist Church to Carembo Hall. Well, free food, live music. Apparently, that's a huge no-no. Huge. And where's the conflict of interest, by the way? You have a gentleman that runs a church that is considered a polling location on election day, but gathered everyone at church to take them to Carembo Hall at another church, but we don't see St. Mike's over here doing anything political. Separation of church and state. How is this church chapter not up in arms? Just to be fair, like in church, obviously they believe in God and the Bible. What else? Is there a Democrat and Republican side? You know, like, are you a Democratic funded church? How are you allowed to do that? I get it. Churches are easy. They're all over the place. You get to go to vote, whatever. I personally believe you shouldn't even be allowed to post up all of the signage that you see there. Okay? It should be a well-groomed line of everyone signs equally that you vote for at a church to keep it classy. Okay? We're getting classless. As you see with Zia, okay? On Catholic church grounds, God forbid we went to his mosque and did this. Would never happen. Okay? So, when are we going to put the classiness back in elections? Where, you know, it's just disgusting. Like, why are we trashing other places of prayer? Okay? You go, you have a format, you lay out a nice little, wall where you staple gun, and you say, listen, you get a 2x2 tile. All elected officials go to the church. They all chip in the cost to get this thing built because they're the ones that are getting paid to get elected. Nice little support wall, and you staple your tiles on there with the person's face, and that's it. Okay? The Democrat committee and the Republican committee split the cost to have an officer stationed there in the respected city if it calls for it, which we know AC definitely does. But there should be a police officer there or get the county, because we know some of these cops in AC are manipulated by powers up above, vacations and football games. So, some of these cops, they're already spoken for and already know what's up. But I'm just saying. But we get the county guys in there and they stand their ground and keep it classy. Yesterday, you had an accident. Then you had Zia fighting. And then, not for nothing though, that parking lot is used for overflow parking for customers at a fourth-generation restaurant. We all know which one it is, but I'm not going to put it out there. So how are people new or regulars of Atlantic County or the world wanting to come to get the freshest seafood, okay, and have to see that garbage? You got the mayor over there with his hoodie Yo, what's up, man? What's up? Cash Money, you know what I'm saying? Cash doing this thing. Tally doing this thing. Yeah, what's up? You know, like, what are you reflecting to our tourists and guests, you three fucking idiots? You guys go there to eat. You don't tip, but you go there to eat. And that's how you look like wearing your vote for Marty? Like, come on, dude. Like, are you that insecure? Everyone's got to wear all that T-shirt and shit like that? Stop. It's just unclassy. Class it up, Atlantic City. Democrats and Republicans, both of you. Class it up a little bit. Disgusting. Ugh. And speaking of Marty, this is funny. Whatever. I've noticed Hakeem Jeffries out of, where's he out of? Wherever he's from. Hakeem had a dream. Where's he at? Hakeem Jeffries. Where's he from? Speaker of the House nominee 2025. All right, where's he from? Either way, don't matter. Him and Marty must have watched Muhammad Ali one too many times because they rap in their speeches and they try to rhyme to sound cool. Meanwhile, you guys are soft, probably can't fight, and don't have a smidgen of manhood like Muhammad Ali had, because he did something. He physically went, put himself on the line, had a phenomenal record, was a great business guy. People loved being around him, and went on with life. You guys, whoo. I mean, like, just stop. Just talk. Don't rhyme. It's not cool. It's just, it sucks. Let's see here. We got that. Smith. Oh, now. All right, Summers Point we're done with. Let's move. AC we're done with. Let's move to Summers Point. All my Summers Point people, listen to me. And listen good. Your potential, hopefully not, Representative Sean McGuigan, I want to tell you right now, is going to cost the taxpayers of Summers Point a lot of money. And it ain't just him. But that dodo bird is the only one up for election, so that's who we're going to talk about. Sean McGuigan is going to cost the taxpayers of Summers Point a lot of money. A lot. A ton. To where you think AC has high taxes, they'll probably match at the end. Sean McGuigan, and just ask him. He has to tell you. He's got 3 or 4 different attorneys questioning him. 3 to 4. On his bad business practices, threats, and ideologies. Okay? So, next week, when you go to vote, put in Mickey Mouse, Daffy Duck, leave the seat empty. But I'm telling you right now, those who sign up and back Shawnee Boy, Shawnee the Shooby, I can't wait to tell you I told you so. And we'll leave it at that. So, go on these Facebook forums, give them an email, hit them up on social media, and say, hey, Sean, what was John talking about? What 3 to 4 different legal battles are you fighting that are going to cost us a lot of money? I'll leave it at that. I'm one. And probably the biggest one. Because Sean thinks he's a tough guy. See, AC has Muhammad Zia. Summers Point has Sean McGuigan. Every town's got that one guy that's on council. that is a transplant. Obviously, Zia's a transplant. Shawnee boy from Pennsylvania is a transplant. He's not from Summers Point. He's a transplant. And a dumb one at that. So do some homework, please. I've met the guy a couple times. Good dude. Levi Fox. That's where you got to go. Vote for Levi. That's the best way I can tell you is to go. Don't vote for Sean because he's popular and you see him out at different watering holes and he sits close to the mayor and whatever. No. Listen to me. Never steered anybody wrong. Listen to me. Ask Shawnee boy, and if he lies, just ask the city clerk, ask the city solicitor. How many lawsuits is Sean involved with right now? I'm telling you, because of his big mouth for a check he can never cash. The taxpayers are going to cash. No, the taxpayers are going to pay for it. Other people are going to be cashing it in on your backs. Do some talking, do some homework. Ladies and gentlemen, my AC people again. Column A all day, all the way. 4, 5, and 6. Give it back to the kids. Take it out of the special interest pockets. Okay? So, thank you. Summers Point. Stay away from Sean. He's no good. Trust me. If you want, be at the diner. I'll tell you what, anybody has any questions, I'll be at the diner Friday at 8 o'clock. You want to know what is going on? Coffee on me. If I really like you, I get you eggs or pancakes, okay? So Friday at 8, I'll be at the diner. Quarterback anything you want. But for those that don't know, that want to know, meet me at the Point Diner. Pancake and eggs and coffee, I got you covered. I'll stay till 9, and then I got to go. So see you all next week. And remember, vote with your wallet, not with a threat. See you later.